Namaskar, I'm Pradosh Sharma and you are watching Rhythm. As the northeastern state Manipur is grappling with the recent surge in violence, a sinister agenda has been unveiled, orchestrated by Kuki militants and their international Christian backers, drug cartels and separatist networks, aiming to destabilize the state and undermining India's sovereignty. This agenda, reported by CNN News 18, reveals a chilling toolkit employed by these groups encompassing targeted attacks on infrastructure, society, and leadership, coupled with the infusion of sophisticated weapons to perpetuate unrest. The ultimate objective appears to be the creation of a separate Christian state through violence, manipulation, and exploitation of religious and ethnic divides. The fresh wave of violence began with the deaths of 11 suspected Kuki militants in a firefight with security forces in Jiribam. The incident was followed by the abduction of 6 civilians, including women and children, by armed Kuki militants from the same region. Tragically, the abducted civilians were later killed, marking a new low in the ongoing conflict. According to the reports, the attackers traveled 200 kilometers from the Churachandpur to Jiribam, evading detection, highlighting a significant intelligence failure. The brutal attack, including abduction, gruesome assault, and killings, were planned accordingly to create widespread social unrest, sowing fear among Meiteis and undermining their trust in the social and political machinery. Moreover, the violence in Manipur reignited after the provocative statements by the Mizoram Chief Minister Laldu Homa in the United States, calling for a Christian nation for the Kuki-Zo people across India, Myanmar, and Bangladesh. This statement appears to have escalated actions among Kuki militants, fueled by international support. Intelligence reports suggest that Christian organizations and international bodies are providing resources and moral backing to these groups, encouraging their separatist ambitions. This agenda is further bolstered by a robust drug economy operating within the infamous Global Triangle comprising Laos, Thailand, and Myanmar. With a staggering value of Rs 60,000 crores, this drug trade dwarfs Manipur's state budget of Rs 35,000 crores. The separatist agenda isn't limited to Manipur. Organizations like Mizo National Front, National Liberation Front of Tripura, Hamar People's Convention, and Chin National Army share ethnic and religious ties, collectively pushing for a breakaway Christian state. These groups are actively working to destabilize the northeastern region of the country, exploiting ethnic and religious identities to further their cause. The crisis has also led to political instability as the National People's Party (NPP), a key ally in the BJP-led NDA government, on November 12 withdrew its support, citing the state government's failure to restore normalcy. Rather than withdrawing its support, NPP chief Conrad Sangma should have stood with the CM and Biren Singh's administration, showing its support as a local front to combat the insurgents of the region. Moreover, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has taken direct charge of the situation, cancelling political engagements in Maharashtra to oversee the deployment of additional forces and assess the security situation in Manipur. Also, the reimposition of the Armed Forces Special Power Act (AFSPA) in 6 police station areas of the valley has been met with mixed reactions. While some legislators are urging its review, others are calling for its immediate application to contain the escalating violence. The state government has also passed 8-point resolution demanding a crackdown on Kuki militants and urging Centre to declare them as an unlawful organization within 7 days. The situation in Manipur underscores the urgent need to neutralize Kuki militants and dismantle their network of foreign funding and drug cartels. The government must act decisively, leveraging intelligence, military operation, and community engagement to address the root cause of the conflict. Manipur's future depends on a united front against these disruptive forces. The resilience of the Meitei people and the unwavering efforts of Indian security forces will be instrumental in restoring stability and ensuring the Manipur remains an integral part of India. The dream of a Christian nation through violence and manipulation must be decisively defeated.